The thing is that the hypocrisy is like Leanne is helping Kiki's business. She claims to be my friend, but has done nothing but create hatred in my life. And I've not been able to talk to anybody else in Christchurch that could have balanced the democracy. You know, I'm very sad that Leanne, she despises me because she's got this complete vanity that she's beautiful. But I want other people that have actually seen her during her time of addiction before her face ruined. She was flawed. She had a very, very big stomach herself. She had very, very fat body. And she has this despising nature of me, that of these beautiful rooms. But who gave her that room to have this public face? Yeah, you know who did? Reuben and John. They gave her these houses to publicise her as a very hot, rich woman and gave her makeovers and these rebel motorcycle gangs. She despises me, but for me, I was naturally beautiful and I was naturally getting ahead. These guys have been like crabs in a bucket, bringing me back and not letting me move forward because they've got power all over the world now, and she's one of my enemies, driving me back to a past that I already overcame. So this is what the injustice is, and I'll show you. I don't know, because we already overcame Leanne. She helped me overcome Leanne ages ago because, you know, I don't know, Leanne just seems to think that she's better than me, but at the end of the day, I've done a lot more than her. She may have the wealth in the house, but she's had so much help from her father and so much help from Troy, who she's lying about. He used to pellet her with air guns, and I'll go under a lie detector. He used to give her a lot of domestic violence. Where is that book? I'll see if I can find it. I had these skills that I could go to work in, you know. Web design. I was always doing creative work in Australia, and India just out of spite has punished me in this country when that was what I was doing in Australia. They've all, unfortunately, this whole organisation took me from my mother, punished and struck my mother and struck me for being the businesswoman. And it's like, why should Leanne and Nadia and this Indian take away what was mine and my mother's? They've taken everything from us. I'm telling you, my mum's dysfunctional and there's been bad times, but this shows she's done something right. You know, she did something right. She instilled beliefs like to be a moralistic person. This is my scholarship. You know, and it just says that during my test, they rewarded me the diploma because I have the ability to achieve and succeed in my career path. I achieved in presentation, I achieved in personality and character, I achieved in understanding, scholarship, responsibility, I achieved in attitude and motivation, the ability to represent the company and the ability to mentor others and the ability to maintain long-term relationships. And I do have that ability. They just destroyed everything with money. This is my references from my years of doing portfolios. Excellent team player. I am a great team player. I'm actually a really good motivator in a team, and I'm really good at finding what people are really good at and pushing forward the goodness in them and giving them that power and esteem and confidence. I've found pushing that in somebody motivates them to try harder. You know, like a little puppy that wants to be told it's a good boy. That's what people are like. If you encourage that out of them, they're more likely to perform harder because they want the reward of you saying, good boy. And that's how I've always achieved in my teams, and I've never been taught anything. I just know human nature. And I shouldn't be on a short time, because why should Leanne get the greatness? I've also, the employment of, she is intense study of calculation, cash register practice, sales documentation, managing point of sale situations, dealing with customers, reinforced with her work experiences. She is a very artistic nature, and her time with us is a real pleasure. I'd like to take you forward to say all the best in your future. She is a beautiful natured person. So that was my retail sales years ago. And this other reference, high volume production, specifically she is focused on the needs of our clients and producing high volumes of advertising work. She has worked to a high standard and to very tight deadlines. Extensive knowledge of her programs along with other design work obviously is a talent, and she is going to be a great designer. It just says I'm a loyal person and very easy to work with. Now this is theft of my whole character. I built my character through putting time and effort into people, and I just intuitively know how to get the best out of people. I don't have any team playing courses or anything. It's my natural ability to understand and size up a situation when I walk in. I'm very good at understanding what people are very good at, and I don't see them as competition. I see them as places to put time and energy to make them grow. That's why I've worked really well in teams. Jenny is really great at designing in short time frames, and she's extremely great under pressure. She is responsible. She is managing our various clients, including all these different things. She has diligence, enthusiasm. All of my references here are really great. And then also after that I had really good references, but they've been bought and I can't do anything about it. And I'm just saying I've been cheated. And then there's the beauty of who I am, and they've made out I'm lazy this whole time, but there's a whole lot of art I've been doing, and maybe I'm not an artist, but they're undercutting what I'm trying to do, sabotaging me by putting money into doing the best courses so that they're the best of everything. And so I'm not drawing anything to do with bloodshed and things like that, am I? But this gang is obviously wanting to take everything about my soul work and soul journey, because the mother's always coming into my room and taking things that I'm doing. It's really unfair. I'm not a miserable person, I'm sick, and I'm not allowed any dignity, and all I'm doing is fighting for a woman that's been forgotten. This woman. I don't really see, I wasn't brought up religiously, so I don't have all these strict guidelines. But for me, I just wanted to make my mum happy, because, to be honest, she's gone through a lot that's made her that gave her a lot of misery, and she doesn't have the tools to unleash it from herself. Well, she doesn't, so I wanted to help her, but she has decided to make me kind of like the enemy and go with Gary, and they've worked with this guy that's abusing me, and she got struck, my mother. So it's just kind of like I'm made to kill me off as a $20 slut, and I feel like I just had this spite from India to take me away and take off everything that I'd worked for, and put me in nappies, these girls, and I don't understand what I did, you know, why I'm not allowed a voice in this apartheid, you know, why they're using looks as some sort of way to instill trust in society. Shouldn't it matter about what's inside? Most of my references are good characters, eh? So why am I always suffering? I just wanted to show you something. This is called a pangolin. And I started drawing all these animals in Australia to make a tarot card deck, because I really believe in animal totems and insects and flowers as a way to I get messages from source about the signs I receive from heaven are usually in the form of birds, animals, insects and flowers and formations in the sky, sometimes dreams. Sometimes they just blatantly have some sort of weird things, like say if an oil thing spilt on the ground, it would make an image and it would be really weird. That's why I am a believer of God, because I just can't rationalize the weird things that I see. And I am irrational. I'm kind of like in between. That's why I have two personalities. I need to go out and stimulate my brain all day, but there's a very deeply sensitive person in me that needs to retreat at home and just be selfish about my feelings and just spend my time looking after people that I love. And I can't do that. And I need, I think the chicken empire, I think this brutal massacre of me calling me a dog and brutalizing me online, my face and vagina, and basically destroying any connection and love, and it's not very fair, is it? I don't understand why I'm so heavily persecuted over it. I just sat there drawing, and I'm not trained in it. I really like colours. That's why I'm always an artist. Always did art, because I love colour. I don't know why, I just have. I love making rooms look beautiful. I love making houses look beautiful. I love creating art that makes the house look beautiful. I love making food that looks beautiful. I love basically everything that is inspiring. And I just went down for the count. If you look at my Pinterest, you can see Jenny before I was abused. And I've got no help. I don't know what to do. I just got drowned in some water, and I seen all these Indians working that she was more. And these Chinese guys on the bus said that I was being trashed as rubbish. And all of my phones have been stolen about this, but the bus drivers were like, yeah, they're trashing you on Facebook and everything, that you're garbage. And I said, who's doing it? And they just said it was all these Indians, and it's really horrible, because I really like India as a nation, but I don't know what to do anymore, and they've just injected me with HIV, and this is all about an inheritance to take over this land, and I want to know about these court cases. There's a lot of money. I think I just got smuggled here to basically murder me for some land grabs for this farm built down in Christchurch, and for my landlord's businesses of these small tiny houses that is my dream. And then what I want opened up is people to start helping me, because I want to go to asylum, but because of the governmental powers, I'm being sold as $20, and I feel like they've already taken enough from me. And the thing is it's very hard, because obviously America and China and the UK are the actual real powerhouses behind all these subdivisions, and Israel, like, they're really the powerhouses of the world, the powers. And I can walk around in any reality. I can walk around pretending nothing happened. I can quite happily do it, but in Australia it's very difficult. You know that you're under power, because it's like, as soon as I would walk into my mum's restaurant, there would be customers coming in saying I look tired and old today, which was all being put on the internet. And I was like, why are you doing that? And they're just like, oh, don't worry about what those nasty people say on the internet. And it's like, so why do you come up to me and make me feel like shit then? Because that's all they do to me. Like, and so it's kind of like, that you're targeted, and the power is over you, because no matter where I go to sit, like, I can't have peace. Like, they come and antagonize me that I'm trash, or they start throwing $20 at me, like, that I'm, like, worthless. And it's, and they've taken away all of my photography of the sky and the horizon that I love, like making out, because this is all a religious thing, because I really believe in the power of nature and God and the light, like the sun. So I think this is Japan didn't want me to be happy, and have taken away my prophecy, and have taken away the beauty of my God by taking away all of the sunshine out of my life. So Japan's another powerhouse, and they're the ones that caused a lot of the brutality for me. I think they've done most of the damage of the toilets and things like this, and a lot of the police. So I'm just saying, this channel isn't about being beautiful. This channel's about being a prisoner of war, being kept in the dark, being blindfolded and punished in a hierarchical system, and beaten on the floor till I'm bloody, and being punished by systematic racism. People that were your friends are not your friends. They're working in teams to kind of eliminate you. And it's like, Leanne wants me dead. Like, she hates me with a passion because of the vanity, is the spirit of vanity up inside of her. Like, she believes she's better and superior now. And it's like, man, like, you guys are all saying I'm a snake and the bad guy, and I just got given HIV, and they're so happy they're not ugly women anymore. They'd rather me dead to have me sacrificed so they get the power of beauty, because they've spent their lives being miserable old mothers that do nothing, and they projected all this bitterness onto me, and I was innocent. I don't care what my exes do with themselves. So I just wanted my mum.